right. We're in lower definition today because it's an unboxing video, and that's gonna take longer than the 8 minutes 51 I get in high def without an editor program. So this is my secondary commuter electric bicycle. You will see that it's made in China. Real big on the box. And apparently that's the color. That's hilarious. But it does have an assembly plant in the U.S. So I guess it's about as U.S. as anything else in some ways. But it has some of the features that are a little bit different than expected. The box is a little bit damaged, but I'm hoping that that's not like a big deal. Everything smells like new plastics. Let's see what I need to move before okay, everything's just completely strapped together. So, all 58 pounds of it just gotta come out at once, I guess. See how we do. Gonna just set it right in front of you, because that's where the foam is to protect this sucker from the cement. There is now like 3 parts in there. Okay. Oh, and the bicycle seat under the fold there. This is the Nakto Fashion Folding Electric Bicycle. And I just wanted to actually do a unboxing video for you. I wonder if I could preserve the zip ties. Nah, let's not bother. That's a permaculture thought for you, right? Can I actually preserve these zip ties? Jeez, I'm in too deep. Whoops, bonk. Oh, interesting. Oh, there's not any sort of safety catch on that whatsoever. On the Cyclomatic CX2 folder, there is a click, and then the clamp is a secondary, like, confirmation. But on the plus side, oh, interesting. Whew, okay, there we go. That is a safety clasp. And on the other plus side, this is, at least you won't accidentally end up riding with it only partially assembled. So I saw the rest of the stem in here. Let's let you get at least a preliminary look at it. This actually is a shorter video than I thought, probably, because my plan was to then do the assembly as a time lapse. You always want to be careful that you're not cutting any wires, because it's electric. And not like the song from the 70s or whenever that was. Let's have a little tour. We got a user's manual. We got handlebars. Okay. So at the handlebars, you're going to see a major difference once I'm actually explaining what I got. At the battery, you'll see a difference. On the brakes, but it is largely very similar to what I already have, and likely very interchangeable in parts to what I already have, which is ideal as far as what I think is needed. I'm gonna queue up an instruction manual and just put this on time lapse before we actually get going, but let's have a look at this in its non-assembled form. This one has a better rear brake. It does have the reversed right and left hand brakes. As such, it's very likely that I'll be just unclamping these and remounting them in reverse before I even get going, because that's going to be a lot to remember without pitching myself up over the handlebars. It has only one speed, which I am really worried about, but there are, for $19, $20, there's a display that would have multiple speeds. Additionally, this is a throttle, so if that becomes a legal issue, I can disconnect it at the controller, which is in the same sort of chamber at the bottom as my other bike has. It has a manual switch for the headlight, and it has a horn instead of a bell, which is fascinating. I don't know if it'll be loud enough for any like car to hear or whatever, but we'll find out once it's all queued up. I find this fascinating because this depressed button stays latched. It's not like an electronic thing where it'll time out and turn back off, so I do need to be careful not to leave that in depressed, because I'm sure I will drain the battery just from running a few LEDs like that, and also not leave the headlight like that, but honk honk, you know. I wonder where the honk honk is. Where is the little device that's making that noise? I'm fascinated. So that is, oh, and then there's also this chain guard, which will be nice. It does fold, and the battery is also almost 2 amp hours more. So they're both 36s. They both have 250 watt motors. My older bike has an 8.8 amp hour battery. This one has a 10 amp hour battery, but it only has one speed on the pedal assist, and so it may actually have less range than the other one. Once I get a chance to pull the battery out, I will be very interested to see if the bottoms and the pins match up, because this is the same type of battery. and therefore it should be possible to have 2 batteries now. That was something that I did enough research on that I was relatively confident that I would have a secondary battery, so that even if this one's range is less, I still could bring the battery along as a secondary battery and keep going. It's actually lighter than the other one somehow, too. That doesn't mean it's light. It's still 58 pounds. The box is labeled 63. It says numerical weight 52, gross weight 63. All right, so 52 pounds, I suppose. So it is a lot less than the other one, which is around the 60-pound mark in this form, but fully assembled. The seat also has a quick release. So you can see that's folded forward like that, so you can get to the battery a little bit easier. There's like a little lever. So there are some upgrades, but there are enough side effects to this that I am really glad this was a bike I considered for my first bike in 2018, and I'm glad I got the other one. But the other one is no longer available by right now. It's still sold, but it's sold out probably internationally, so you can see that. And then it has like a whichever direction. Oh, you just lift it up. Okay. So we'll see how that goes. That does not look Thudbuster compatible. So it does have springs, but so does my other one. It's still really a rough ride when you're riding it as far as hitting bumps. So I don't know if that quick release will end up being something that suits me or not. I want to measure the seat post in comparison to the other one, see if that matches up, because if so, then I could just have one Thudbuster and, one seat and not even worry about it. That would be great, because I don't mind taking the seat off. Yeah, so it looks like basically is just put on the handlebars, pedals, throw the seat post in. This is a mostly assembled bike. Okay, those are, well, I think those are, yeah, that's like aluminum or something. Okay. As far as the fenders go. Some reflectors. It also is black, which is a little bit of a concern to me. I do prefer a higher visibility, but that's what they got. This is the only color that their folding electric bicycle comes in. So I guess I'll put the pedals and everything in this. What are we doing on time here? I forget where to look. 13 minutes. That's a long enough video. Gives you an idea of where I'm coming from as far as why I picked this bike, and then I'll go swap out equipment, and I'll do a time lapse on assembly, probably on a slow speed because this isn't gonna take that long, and get the battery on the charger. And then I guess we just wait and find out how long it is till I need to go anywhere, because I could use going to the grocery store though. With the built-in, oh, this frame won't even ever come off. This is fully built in. Interesting. I couldn't tell that. But it might actually be pannier compatible, unlike my other one. I'll have to try that, because I have a quick-release panner bag that doesn't work on my other bike because the support rails stick out past. And this one actually has. Oh, that's great. Okay. Looks like I got the same cheap posts. 12 gauge, but with they're still tight right now, so I am going to go around and test for looseness on my spokes. Keep an eye on that, because that was why I had a month and a half of downtime, almost 2 months, probably fully 2 months of downtime before, and I'm going to keep sufficient posts, spokes around in order to be able to take care of that as as a general maintenance item. Well, hopefully that'll either be in the video or the manual. When I do the video, I am going to link the instruction video for assembly so that my time lapse will have some sort of basis in reality other than just watching me zip through it at 10 times speed. So, see you soon in that one. Take care. Please like, share, subscribe. There is a playlist going to pop up, or just did anyway, that is my electric bicycle series. And I also have one on the Cyclomatics, and pretty soon we're going to have one on the Nakto. So, there we go. Talk to you soon. Bye.